Hello, my name is Niels. This is my son Ian, aka Easy, and we are back with another sports check-in. Real quick, son, go ahead, slide over here so they can see your face, see your lovely face. There we go. We got a lot to talk about. Three things that we're gonna do. We're gonna talk NFL. There's two big trades that we need to talk, and then we're gonna preview the NBA Finals. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
So first, let's talk about, for context, Easy loves the NFL. I do as well. We are both Commanders fans. Easy has a few other teams that he follows, which we might talk about a little bit today. Yeah. But we've been all in the NBA. Like, we haven't really been paying too much attention. We maybe talked a little bit about the draft, but like we're very much in the NBA. Right, you know what I'm saying. So this has caught a lot of attention because these are two huge players that got traded, and so we're going to talk about them. The first trade is with Myles Garrett, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, the reigning season sack record breaker, who played for the Cleveland Browns. He got traded to the Rams for a first-round pick, a second-round pick, a third-round pick, and outside linebacker Jared Verse. That was the
oh my gosh.
That was the defensive player who had the ball and then ran all the way down for a touchdown against the Seahawks. You remember that? Or the Panthers? It was the Seahawks, right?
No, it was the Panthers.
It was the Panthers. It was really good. You remember we were like, "Oh man, that was good." So that's who they traded for. He's a good player. He's not Myles Garrett, but he's a really good player. So Easy. What do you think about the trade?
Honestly, the trade sounds pretty good since Myles Garrett's going to be on a good team and not no Cleveland Browns with a 3-12 record.
You're not lying. Do you think? You may remember this, but at the end of last season, you said the Rams are going to the Super Bowl and they're going to win, right? You said it's going to be Rams versus Patriots, and the Rams are going to win. How do you feel now that the two teams you actually talked about just traded for two really good players? I just realized that. That's hilarious. The two teams you talked about just traded for all pro players.
They switched that switch.
So how do you feel like the Rams are going to be better? And
you know what?
Yeah,
I know they're going to the Super Bowl. I am confident.
All right, you don't have any money to put down, but
hey,
you do have money. You don't got. It's in the piggy bank.
We talking about my money?
Okay, touche. It's in the piggy bank, so we. All right. Anything else about that trade?
I just like that Myles Garrett's gonna have a chance to sack a lot of people, including the quarterback for the Panthers.
Why don't I remember his name? Bryce Young.
Bryce.
So you're happy that he's gonna be playing against a lot of NFC players and
NFC.
Well, that's where the Rams are in. They're in the NFC. The Browns are in the AFC. Remember the two conferences? The NFC and the AFC?
Oh, yeah.
The winners play each other in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's move on to the other trade.
Yeesh.
This one hits a little bit closer to home because your mom is a big Eagles fan and you are, I won't say a big Eagles fan, but you like the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
You like that. You enjoy watching them do well.
Why don't you like the Eagles?
Because I'm a Commanders fan.
That's the 5th time I asked that question.
And that's the 5th time I gave you that answer. I'm a Commanders fan. That's self-explanatory. So the Eagles have traded AJ Brown. Excuse me. AJ Brown. AJ Brown, their number one receiver, to the Patriots for a 2028 first-round draft pick, a 5th-round draft pick, and they're going to be saving some money for this trade.
I'm about to crash.
AJ Brown's going to be wearing number 1 instead of number 11 for the Patriots.
No.
And some additional context. So before AJ Brown played for the Eagles, he played for the Tennessee Titans. The coach of the Tennessee Titans at the time, it was...
Was?
Do you want to guess?
Wait. Say the answer again.
The coach of the Tennessee Titans when AJ Brown was playing for the Tennessee Titans was. Do you know who the coach of the Patriots is?
Yes.
Mike Vrabel.
Hey.
I didn't know if you remembered his name or not.
I know his name was Mike.
Okay, Mike Vrabel. Why can't I say his last name?
Vrabel.
Thank you. Goodness gracious. So Mike Vrabel. Why can't I say his name?
Vrabel.
Thank you. So he was the coach of the Titans when AJ Brown was playing for the Titans.
I think he's supposed to go.
So it was more like a reunion.
I think he's supposed to go with his coach, just like the Raiders quarterback, who's now the Jets quarterback, wanted to go with his old coach.
Yeah, it could be, or his old team. I don't think he was coached by Glenn at Aaron.
That was his old team. The Raiders was his old team.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Jets. I want to say, right? He played for the Jets.
What are we talking about? I'm talking about him playing with his old coach in Seattle. The quarterback for the Raiders, who's now the quarterback for the Jets.
The quarterback for the Raiders, who is now the quarterback for the Jets. You're talking about, why am I forgetting his name all of a sudden?
And he wasn't that good as a quarterback for the Raiders.
He used to play for the Seahawks.
Yes.
Okay, you're talking about when he went to go play for the Raiders. He was playing for Pete Carroll, his old coach for the Seahawks. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Because now he's playing for the Jets with Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn was not his coach.
He wasn't?
No. But he did play for the Jets before. Aaron Glenn wasn't the coach of the Jets when he was playing for the Jets.
So he wasn't the coach for the Jets when he wasn't playing for the Jets. I meant for the Seahawks. Wasn't Glenn Davis coaching the Seahawks?
No, Pete Carroll was coaching the Seahawks. And then he went to go coach the Raiders.
That's the person I'm talking
about. Yes. The Jets have nothing to do with that. He went from the Seahawks to the Raiders, and he reunited with his old coach. And that is very similar to what's going on here, but a little different. Because, no, it's very same. It's very similar. Very similar. Cool?
Yeah, but why did he want to join his old coach?
AJ Brown?
Yes, and why do I keep forgetting?
Let's move on from that person. Neither of us can even remember his name. He's a good quarterback, though. I just can't remember his name right now.
Yes, cannot.
So AJ Brown was traded. I think the Eagles and him, they had enough. They had enough.
What did he do wrong?
Well, he did kind of point a lot of fingers at Jalen Hurts for being the reason that they weren't good enough to, succeed this past year.
That's mean.
And he also talked about him the year before. And he talked about him the year before that, too. So, it's been a couple years of him not really talking positively about his quarterback. Can't really do that.
In the outside, he sounds like a nice person. But in the inside, it doesn't really sound like it.
Well, some people would say that all he was doing was telling the truth. And he shouldn't get punished for that.
I think he was kind of telling the truth. I think Jalen Hurts has to not do that many picks against the Chargers. I think he's telling the truth against other good teams.
I'm not going to argue with him on that. And at the same time, it's really hard to get a good quarterback. So when you have a good quarterback, football teams, they're usually very protective over whoever their starting quarterback is, because they got to make sure they're happy, because there's not that many good ones out there.
Daddy, do you think you want to know why the Commanders won against the Eagles, and they won against the Eagles in Week 17 and last and 2 years ago when Jaden Daniels was a rookie, and in Week 15 or 14?
Why?
Because Jalen Hurts was out of the game in both ones.
Yeah.
And in the game we went to, Jalen Hurts was still in the game, and the Eagles won.
So you are saying that Jalen Hurts helps the Eagles win. So You are defending him being a good
Against the Commanders.
Against the Commanders. So he is at least good enough to beat the Commanders, right?
When he's not injured, yes.
There you have it. All right. Well, anything else about the trade for AJ Brown going to the Eagles the Patriots?
Do you think you know what I'm going to say?
I do. I think you're going to say, and tell me if I'm wrong, that you hope he does well with the Patriots and that he's healthy and that Drake May is healthy and that they play well and everybody is happy playing with each other. And yes, the cornerback, Gonzalez, yes. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
All right. Awesome.
And you forgot about one other person.
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
Yes, but you forgot about Myles Garrett, too.
Oh, and that Myles Garrett also does well with the Rams and that he gets a lot of sacks and that he stays healthy and that they have fun and they play hard and do great.
Matthew
Stafford.
Wait a minute.
Puka Nacua. Devontae Adams.
Did
I get it right?
Yes.
Okay. And we'll just add in Jared Verse as well. Hope that he does well with the Browns and that he's healthy and that he gets a lot of sacks and that he hopefully gets a lot of money and he plays well and that the team likes him. Did I get it right?
Yes.
All right. You ready to move on?
Yes.
Last thing that we're going to discuss is a preview of the finals. So by the time folks will be hearing this or seeing this, we would have probably already had the first game between the Knicks and the Spurs.
This is not the first time they went against each other.
The franchises, you're right. This is not the first time the franchises have played against each other. These teams played each other in the finals in 1999, the last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals, which was over 27 years ago.
What about the Spurs?
Spurs weren't in the finals not that long ago. The last time they were in the finals, they won the championship. Kawhi Leonard.
I remember.
They beat the Heat.
No, yeah. The Heat beat the Spurs.
No, so the Heat and the Spurs played each other in back-to-back finals. The first time they played each other, the Heat won. The second time, the Spurs won.
So the Heat have been to the finals 3 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
So
they lost against the Mavericks the first time. Then they beat the Thunder. Then they beat the Spurs. And then they lost to the Spurs.
That's 4 times.
Yeah. So, speaking about this finals, we are back in 2026. Easy. What do you think about the games? This is going to be it's at least going to be entertaining. We know that much. So, what do you think about the games? What do you think's what are you looking forward to? And of course, who do you think's going to win the championship?
Well, the last time I saw the Knicks and Spurs play in the not the finals, in the regular season, the Knicks won against the Spurs. I don't know what the score was. I know Victor Wembanyama had 7 turnovers, and I think he's healthy now, and I'm very confident that he's going to be the Finals MVP.
So, are you saying the Spurs are going to win?
Yeah.
Why you didn't want to say that?
Yes, I do want to say that.
Okay.
Aren't you going to ask me how many games it's going to take?
How many games is it going to take?
I think it's going to be 6 games.
4-2. So it'll take 6 games for the Spurs to beat the Knicks. That's your guess? And Victor is going to be Finals MVP.
Yes. Wait, can't he be Finals MVP since they win the Finals?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually the winner of the team that wins, usually their best player is Finals MVP. Usually. There's a few times that wasn't the case, but usually.
So right, it's usually 90-something%.
Yes, that's a good percentage.
I hope I won the Finals MVP.
Maybe you keep practicing and
Oh boy.
Doing push-ups, sit-ups,
Oh
squats.
boy. Oh my gosh.
And practicing, and maybe one day you'll be a finals
Maybe we should be
MVP.
talking about that.
All right, son. Anything else?
Do you want to take the words from me?
Yeah, I hope both teams do well. I hope they're both healthy, and I hope the series is fun and they try really hard.
Good job.
All right, and with that, are you pounding? All right, y'all.
Peace.
Pop Coat Crew.